What's up, everybody? I'm super excited. Today, we're going to be talking about how to get more traffic to your beats using Instagram. And I have with me today the co-author of a brand new book that is called The Beat Traffic Blueprint. And this book came out crazy. I'm like so excited about it. We got superstars on there. We got Kato. We got Curtis King. We got Busyworks Beats. We got Anno Domini, we got Simon Servita, we got Cymatics, we got Producergrind. Like literally, we got like 30 of the most influential top producers in the world who know how to have influence, who know how to drive traffic. And so that's what this ebook is about. And I was really, really happy when this man right here agreed to be a part of the book. Introduce yourself to the people.
Yeah, man, it's my pleasure to be a part of it. I was really honored when I got that email, man, so thank you for that. For those of you that don't know, my name's Larry O. I'm a music producer / influencer. I have an Instagram where I teach a lot of tutorials on FL Studio, mixing, mastering, production, all the above.
Yes, and this man is being humble. He's one of the top influencers in the space. You guys already know. So we're going to talk more about that ebook and how you can get it. The URL to get it, by the way, is legionbeats.com/
get me.
legionbeats.com/ get me. Head over there. You're going to see a whole bunch of incredible stuff. I don't even want to get into it right now because there's so much dope stuff over there that we'll talk about that has to do with traffic and a bunch of stuff. But that's where you can grab that book. All right, so let's get into it, man. So you have like 80,000 followers on Instagram, which
just recently hit 80,000. Yep.
Congratulations. And then we were just talking before this, and I was pretty surprised to find out how long it took you to do that, which was what?
So I started. I mean, I've had IG for like just as long as a lot of other people, maybe like 8 years. But okay. I had a normal like 2,000 followers up until May of 2019. And when I started posting like a tutorial, it wasn't really even a tutorial. It was basically just a screen share of FL Studio. And the caption was, make sure your engineer does this. No audio, nothing. It was just screen sharing, and it was just me chopping up vocal layers to line everything up, like doubles and triples and whatnot. So I got like 2,000 views on that video. And I was like, I think I'm onto something with this. Let me start posting more screen sharing type of stuff. Then I got into more tutorials, and I was posting maybe 2-3 times a week, if that. And the goal was to post one time every day. And now I'm doing that now. And I've seen the growth. Just it's been crazy over the last year, really.
That's incredible. So we're talking about a growth of over 75,000 new followers in less than a year, which is nuts. And it sounds like, if I'm hearing you correctly, the number one way that you were able to grow that following is putting out dope content and doing consistently. Is that about right?
The point, the notes and comments the most popular comments that I've gotten from followers and DMs is basically that it's super straight to the point. I've been doing like the tutorials, just like 1-minute tutorials. Here and there, I'll do an IGTV video or a swipe carousel video. A little bit longer if I need to go in depth, but for the most part, that's the number one thing people say about them is that they're super fast, straight to the point. And a lot of people say, why watch a 20-minute video when they can watch one of my like 1-minute videos, which is a cool thing to see. And that's pretty much like the most popular thing that I see in the comments and DMs is how fast.
Okay. That's dope. So it's basically like if you're teaching something, you're showing something, like how can you get that point across in a short period of time so that people feel like, okay, they're scrolling through, they got it, bam, they can keep going. They don't necessarily want to sit through an half-hour-long thing.
Yeah, and we're talking specifically about Instagram. I think that's like number one right there is how fast and can you get to that point? People go to YouTube, they know they're going to be there for a while. You can make a 10-minute, 15, 20-minute, an hour-long video. On Instagram, you have to really get straight to the point. Unless you already have that following and people are going to watch your like longer IGTV videos, I think fast, straight to the point type of content is where it's at for IG.
Got it, for sure. So for producers on Instagram, you're trying to get more followers, create some great content, have it be, succinct, have it be short. but also get that point across to your audience and what's going to bring value to them, right? That's the most important thing, is that the people who you're trying to target, whether if that's rappers and singers or if it's other producers or, you know, whatever your audience, making sure that you're providing value to them, right?
Number one, value is, and value doesn't, I feel like I tell this to a lot of people too, is I think value doesn't always have to be education. Value can be entertainment, comedy,
Right.
you know, like looking into somebody's life, just watching and you do 1 minute, like short documentaries in the studio of you just making beats, showing your personality, entertaining. I think that brings value to people's lives as well as education, you know, that's just the way that I found my lane, you know, through education.
Yeah, no, that's huge. And I think that that's a good point, because a lot of times I think people hear value and think, oh, I got to become an instructor and a teacher and whatever. Maybe that is your thing, but it doesn't have to be. It could be, like you said, it could be entertainment. Sometimes it's just showing who you are and just showing the behind the scenes, and like people want to connect to a person. So like just talk, just, you know, show your process for making beats, show your personality, show yourself on vacation doing some random shit, like whatever. Like I think that that's important too, is like building that personal brand, and of course doing it in a way that brings value too. So it's not random, but it brings them value. So maybe it seems random if it's like me on vacation, but if you're entertaining them or you're talking about some thought you had, it's still bringing value. So,
Exactly, definitely.
for sure. And so, okay, so I'm trying to keep your advice, since we're doing IGTV here, and keeping it, you know, keeping it concise and short, and all value quick. You know, what we're talking about is how do we use Instagram to get more traffic to your beat. So basically what we just talked about is what's the blueprint to get more fans and followers. You know, well, really how to get more followers, right? Put out great content. And then from there, to me, the next step is, cool, we've got a follower. Next step is to turn them into what I would call a fan, right? Which is what you're talking about, which is like, okay, they might have hit that follow button, but when you put out that great content, now you've got that connection with them. So now they're more of a fan, not just a follower. And then to me, the next step from there is taking them from that platform, in this case, Instagram, onto your own platform, right? So like, how do you take them from, what do we say, a follower to a fan to now a lead? And the way that I personally define a lead is somebody who's on your list, somebody who's on your email list or your text message list. Because reality is, Instagram is an incredible tool. Highly recommend you use it. It's such a great way to bring in your audience, to develop that relationship with your audience. But ultimately, you don't own that traffic. You don't own that list. That's Mark Zuckerberg who owns Instagram. That's his list. He can change the rules at any time. He can do, you know what I mean? But when you have somebody's email or phone number, now all of a sudden you can reach out to them when you want, and you can really develop that relationship. And when you do want to start selling your services, now that you've developed that relationship, the best way to do that is through having your own list. So that's why it's so important to do that. Now, a couple ways to do, you know, to do that is, first of all, you want to optimize your profile, right? And actually, let me do a little screen share here. Oh, by the way, this is, wait, hold on, let me make sure I'm sharing the right thing. Want to show you guys the beat traffic blueprint. This is the ebook right here. Super dope. We got Kato, we got Busyworks Speaks, Curtis King, Dylan from Producergrind, DJ Payne 1, Steven Cymatics, Larry O, Anno Domini, Ocean Trizza, Matty Beast, Wishmaster, so many dope producers on here. This book, like, man, it's okay. I'm getting sidetracked, but like I reached out to some producers. I was hoping a few people would respond. I was so happy when you and other people did. And like, this thing came out so dope that I actually think I might end up printing out some copies, just because it's so dope. So go to legionbeats.com/
Yeah, get me.
and you can grab that. Okay, so let's just look at, okay, so we're talking about in this process of how to use Instagram to get more traffic to your beats. You know, first step, get some followers, turn them into fans with the content. Then we have to get that call to action. We have to optimize your profile to get them off of that platform and onto your list, right? So that's what we're doing here, right? You've got this link, right? Linktree/Larry O. And that's going to take them to, I think I got it pulled up here, you know, to now, you know, how do you get them onto those various lists? And the answer is you got to incentivize them, right? So I don't know, do you want to talk a little bit about how you do that? Like, how do you get somebody to give you their email address and or phone number?
Yeah, I mean, I mean, if you watch, like I have, all I did was just watch some of the people in the game, like you and Cymatics, really put me on to this concept. And it's giving away free stuff and just giving away tons of free stuff in exchange for an email, in exchange for a phone number. You can see the one that's kind of like shaken down there. I have it on like the buzz. It's a free MIDI pack from me and produced by Chew. If you guys don't know him, he's on YouTube.
Yeah.
We put 2 versions of a MIDI pack out, volume 1 and 2. And as you can see, all you have to do is to sign up is put your email and your first name, and then you have a contact. So now you have somebody that is already interested in your content, already interested in what you put out there. So now you have that lead, like Gabe said. You have that lead, and you can do that over and over again through your content. So the other cool thing is you can do that through your content. So if we're putting out, say, a free MIDI pack, I'm going to make a piece of content around that MIDI pack to push it, and then use a call to action like link in my bio or swipe up on my Instagram. Or if I already have an email list, send it out to my email list again and get more people in there if I'm doing phone numbers or whatever the case is.
Perfect. Love it. Now we're making that progress, right? We're getting them from follower to fan. Now we've turned them into a lead. And just one other thing I want to touch on too is really optimizing your profile and making sure that once they get to you, right? When you get to that point where you're creating great content, people are going to start discovering you, right? Because other people, tag them, you show up on the discover page, all these different things, right? And so that's what's going to kind of get them in here to be followers and fans. But to really get them to take your call to action in order to become a lead, you want to make sure that you're really optimizing all this space, right? So this is our Legion Beats account. This is where, we're talking about how do we get, rappers and singers to your beats, right? So a couple things that I want to talk about. One thing is that you want to show the value that you have that you can bring people, right? So one thing is understanding like, what is your mission? What is the thing that you do that maybe other producers don't, right? So we say we help artists take their career to the next level. Now, I know that sounds kind of generic, but it's pretty specific. If you look into, for us, our whole mission, it ties into, for me, coming from the music industry side, realizing that sucked and I was broke, and then switching over to the independent side and using all of these resources and tools and technology to take control of my own success and career. And that's what we do for artists, right? So I'm letting people know this is what we do. I'm giving them some credibility. Hey, we've worked with some artists, and it doesn't matter. You don't need credits. It can be, been producing for 10 years. It can be, whatever it is that shows the value you bring. We make the best, R&B beats in the world. Like, whatever it is, show the value, tell them what you're going to give them, right? Hooks, mixing, promo, beats, whatever it is. And then the call to action, you want to make sure, just like, right, Larry, you were saying, is like, give them something irresistible to click on. The easiest way to do that is give them something for free, right? But at least it's got to be low cost. It's got to be something that's irresistible. For us right now at this moment, like 90-something% of the time, we're usually giving away free beats. But right now we've got a specific, promotion going that says win free music gear. So if you're a rapper or singer, you're going to be like, damn, I want some free music gear. I'm going to click on that, right? So now all of a sudden you go over here, right? Now you get over to our funnel. Now, teaching about funnels, as some of you guys may know, is my thing. That's an entirely different training for sure, which actually we have an entire webinar, producer training that you can check out, which is legionbeats.com/Larry O. If you go there, that's going to take you straight to the registration page where you can learn. Me and my buddy Anno Domini, we outlined the exact process that we use to create these types of pages, which are called funnels, which we've been able to generate over 7 figures in revenue doing. So that's a separate training. But the important part is we've now gotten them to click that, right? We've optimized our profile to make sure that they click that call to action. They come over here. They want, because of the irresistible offer here, now they want to enter their name and email or phone number, and now they're on our list. Now we're following up with them, and now we're developing that relationship, and now we're able to actually sell more beats by driving traffic through Instagram. All right, so if you go to, Legion Gabe. So I've got 2 accounts. I got Legion Beats, I got Legion Gabe. Legion Beats is for artists. Legion Gabe is for producers. And you'll see I've got something that says, get the Traffic Seekers books plus $700 in bonuses. Now, when you go to legionbeats.com/
You get me.
/ you get me. Let me show you guys what happens. LegionBeats.com/YAGETME. Bam, you get me. You're gonna see what we have going on here. And basically, we're doing a bunch of cool stuff here. We're doing daily prize drawings from today all the way up through April 5th. Every single night at 7:30 p.m. Pacific time, we're giving away things like Akai MPK minis. We got the black one, we got the white one, we got audio interfaces, we got the Novation Launchpad, we got headphones, we've got our flagship course where we talk about how to create this whole beat selling system. We're giving away one of those things every single night. We are also giving away, so that one person wins every night. Also, you get the Beat Traffic Blueprint ebook. You get Traffic Secrets Explained. You get this panel, which was, we had an event. We had our first MIDI Money in-person event out in Nashville a couple months ago. And this panel was probably my favorite part of the entire event. We had Dylan from Producergrind hosting it. We had Busy Works Beats. We had Rick Barker, who's the manager who launched Taylor Swift's career. We had Wish Master. We had Big Shot Beats. And the only people who have seen this panel are the 15 or so producers who paid, who flew out to Nashville, paid hundreds of dollars to be there. And you guys get this for free as a bonus. We've got more stuff. Basically, here's all you got to do. You go to legionbeats.com/
you get me.
Thank you. And then you're going to go here. You're going to enter your name and email. That is going to take you over to a page from my mentor. His name is Russell Brunson. Maybe some of you guys have heard of him. In fact, he's written 2 books so far. One is called .com Secrets, and one is called Expert Secrets. Now, .com Secrets is literally the playbook, is literally the manual that I use to follow to grow Legion Beats into the 7-figure business that it is today. You guys might see that little plaque on the wall. That's for doing over $1 million in revenue selling beats online. For some of you guys, if you're new to me, you might think that sounds impossible or it sounds crazy. And the truth is, making $1 million selling beats online is pretty much impossible if you do it the way that most people do. But since I followed the blueprint in this book, I was able to do it. Came out with a second book called Expert Secrets. This is the framework, the playbook that me and Anno Domini used to be able to grow MIDI money, which I'm proud to say is now changing, revolutionizing really the industry and the way that things are done. And so the fact that Russell, my buddy, has a brand new book out called Traffic Secrets is kind of a big deal to me. And so I really wanted to make sure that every producer got it. So basically, you're going to go here. You're going to get your copy of Traffic Secrets for $10. It's just a $10 book. And when you get your $10 copy of Traffic Secrets, you're going to get all of this stuff for free. I'm trying to find the page now. You get the Beat Traffic Blueprint. You're going to get, can't find the page now. You're going to get that daily drawing. So you're going to be entered in that daily drawing every single day from now until April 5th. You're going to get, this part might be my favorite, the Beat Traffic Blueprint with Larry O, Producergrind, Curtis King, Kato. This book came out so dope. This is a course that I'm doing where I'm explaining, everything that's in Traffic Secrets. And anyways, it's just a ridiculous offer. Honestly, it's irresistible. Like, all you got to do is go buy this $10 book that you should anyways, and you get all of this stuff for free, not to mention a nightly chance to win each one of these things. And we do these drawings every single night at 7:30 all the way from now until April 5th. And if you buy today, if you come in today, you're going to be entered into every single subsequent drawing. If you try to, come tomorrow, then you're every single subsequent one. So the sooner you get in, the more chances you have to win. And no matter if you win or not, you get all this incredible stuff for free. So go to legionbeats.com/
you get me,
and go grab that ASAP. That's pretty much, man, anything else about traffic? Anything else to wrap things up? Any thoughts?
I think one thing that I was thinking about earlier when we were discussing it that I forgot to touch on just a little bit is branding. If you can figure out a way to brand yourself, sometimes these things just happen organically. And when you find out that people are kind of catching on to it, like the "you get me" thing, I found out people started catching on to it maybe a year and a half ago, before all this really started going for me on Instagram. It started happening kind of locally. It was an inside joke, really, between me and my friends. And I just turned it into a branding thing. You know, between the logo and a catchphrase, that's been kind of like a big part of my brand. And I think it's really helped me a lot. People say, oh, that's the You Get Me guy. Is that the You Get Me guy? So it helps a lot when you can either like find a nice logo that you can stick with for a long time and people recognize it and it's a powerful logo, maybe a catchphrase or anything that you can help your branding with, I think is really important.
Love it. Love it. Super important. Really helps develop that relationship of, you know, taking somebody from a follower to a fan, so that when you do bring them, you know, over to try to become a lead and a customer, then they're happy to do it because they've developed that relationship with you and they know what they're coming to you for because of that brand, because of who you are. So love it. Love it, man. I'm really, really impressed with what you've been able to do. I'm really grateful for you to contribute to, you know, the Beat Traffic Blueprint and to this project that we got going on. I think right now more than ever, it's so important that producers learn about how to drive traffic, that they learn about how to grow their businesses. You know, we were talking earlier about how grateful we are that, you know, right now there's a lot of people struggling economically and you know, in different ways. And both of us, it's you know, more or less business as usual. You know, we get to keep doing what we love. We get to, you know, create content, make beats. And I'm so grateful that I can make a living doing that and I can support myself and my loved ones, even at a time when a lot of people can't. And that's really what we're trying to help you guys with here. That's what we want for every single one of the producers watching this. And that's why we put together the Beat Traffic Blueprint book. And that's why we put together that offer. And that's why it's so important to get traffic secrets. So go to legionbeats.com/you-get-me. I beat you to it. Go grab that. Make sure you follow, you know, Larry O. What's the IG?
Just at Larry O.
At Larry O. Follow Legion Gabe. Appreciate you guys. And we'll see you at legionbeats.com/you-get-me.